Welcome to another edition of Gentle Fit with Valerie. I'm a physiotherapist with the North Lanark Community Health Center. This class is meant to get you moving at home, but in a safe way. Please listen to your body, only do what you're comfortable with, rest when you need to, and remember to take your time with your breathing. If you feel short of breath, remember the pursed lip breathing technique to help slow that down. Let's start with our warm-up. We're going to have our hands on our shoulders and let's do some circles. Last one. Go the other way. One more. Arms are down at the sides. Let's bend those elbows. Two more. Resting your hands on your lap, let's do some neck circles. So looking over to one shoulder, slowly bringing down the chin and up to the other shoulder. One more time to each side. Back to center. Coming forward a bit on your chair. Hands on the knees. We're doing a chair version of cat and cow posture in yoga. As you breathe in, you reach forward, chin comes up. As you go back, rounding the shoulders, chin tucks in. Breathing in forward, breathing out, rolling back. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Let's do one more time, forward and back. Coming up. Center posture, lifting those knees. Two more each side. And we kick. One more each side. Let's rock those ankles, lifting the heels, then lifting the toes. Last one. Let's do a bit of a cardio seated and a little bit standing up. So let's start with skipping rope. So you're gonna jump your feet. If jumping your feet is too much, just lift those heels up and arms at the side. We're rotating that jump rope. The nice thing about pretend jump rope is you never miss. Let's stop and go backwards. Pursed lip breathing to control that breath. Three, two, and we stop. Stepping to the side, back to center. Last one, other side. Last one, switching side, reaching with the arm. Two more. Great job, switching side. Last one. We're going to touch the heel forward and back, alternate the legs. I'm going to back up so you can see my feet a little bit more, so touching and back. So heel digs. Keep going with the heel digs. Bring your arms up, pull it down. Again, if doing both upper and lower body is a bit too much for you today, just do one or the other. If you can only do one arm, just do one arm. Last one. All right, let's stand up behind our chair. Let's start with a bit of marching on the spot. If you prefer to do that seated, that's fine. You can hold on for support if you need to. Let's bend the elbows. If you need to hold on to the chair, you can try doing one arm, or you can stop marching and just do the elbow bending. Three, two, last one. We hold on, we bend those knees, kicking back, alternating the legs. If you're seated, you would do heel digs for that one. Keep going. If you want to add a bit of arm motion, starts with your elbows about 90 degrees, push back. Again, Could be done one arm at a time if you need to keep holding onto the chair for support, or you can do just the arms and stop the kicks. 3, 2, last one. All right, let's do some side to side stepping. So opening wide, together, wide, together. You can do side to side in your chair, just touching the toe to one side, back to center, and toe to the other side. So let's make our little modified jumping jack a little bit more today. So instead of bending those elbows, let's keep the arms straight. We come up and clap. Again, if you need to just do the arms, you do what feels good for you. If that's too much, you can revert to the elbow bent version. One more. Perfect. Let's do a bit of marching again. Go at your own pace. Slow things down so you can control your breathing better. In through the nose, out through pursed lips. Making that breath out a little bit longer than your breath in. 3, 2, and we stop. Today we're going to be using our hand weights. So if you have those handy, you can grab that. Let's have a little seated break. Okay. Let's do some shoulder flexion to start. So arms are at the side, keeping those elbows straight. Hands are facing in, breathing in, lift to shoulder height. Breathing out, slowly control it down. Alternate side. Doing great. If you've been following along for the past several weeks, you're starting to find some of those exercises a little bit easier. Maybe it's time to increase the resistance that's using by a pound or two. Last one on each side. Let's bend those elbows. Shoulder abduction. Lifting up to shoulder height. Bring it back down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Two more. Let's rest those weights just above the knees. Let's do hip flexion, bringing those knees up. Last one each side. We're going to stand up. I'm going to move my chair back a bit. So weights are in front of your legs. We're doing an upright row, lifting the elbows up to shoulder height, the weight are about chest height, lower down. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. Bring those weight backs to the side. We're going to do side bending. Slowly lowering to one side. Come back up. Lowering to the other side. Try to breathe out as you're bending. Breathe in as you're coming back to center. One more each side. Can put those weights aside. We're going to focus a bit more on leg exercise next. If your balance is good and you want to increase the challenge a bit, keep holding on to your weights to add a bit of resistance. Otherwise, if you prefer to stand behind the chair for support, you go ahead and do that. Let's start with some heel raise in neutral. So toes are pointing forward, feet are hip width apart. We go up onto our toes and lower down. Last one. Point those toes out and again lifting the heels. We're working that calf muscle in all directions. I don't know about you, but it's starting to burn. Last one. Perfect. We're going to do, instead of the squat, today we're going to do the sit to stand. So sit slightly forward on your chair. If your chair has armrests, you can use them to assist you to get up if you need that, or push onto your legs. You can also do a little swing to give you a bit of momentum. What I want you to focus on is to keep your feet about hip width apart and try to really put your weight on your heels so that your legs are really doing the core work to lift you up as opposed to your arms, okay? We're going to follow our breath. You're going to take a breath in, and when we breathe out, we're going to stand. Let's go. Breathe in. Breathe out and sit. Making sure your chair is not moving away from you. And we stand. Breathe in. And we sit. You follow your own breath. Don't follow me. But you'll notice that you follow your breath, breathing out on the most challenging part of the exercise will make you much less short of breath when you have to do it. It goes for everything. Breathing out on any activity that is difficult for you, climbing the stairs, lifting a box, carrying groceries. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Very good. Let's stretch. See, you've done it. Put your heel down, toes are up, sitting nice and tall. Lean slightly forward to stretch behind that leg. I strongly encourage you to practice those sit to stand exercises on a daily basis. We need to use our legs to our full capacity. They're the biggest muscles we have. They need to work for us. Lean back a bit, point that toe down, stretching the front of your leg or the shin. Bring it back, switch side, heel is down, toes are pointing up. Lean back a bit, point those toes down. Bring it back, stretching the upper back, bringing one hand on the opposite shoulder, pull the elbow with the other hand, like you're giving yourself a big hug. Release, same thing with the other arm, hand on opposite shoulder, pull in close. Release. Let's do a few shoulder rolls. Last one. Excellent. That will conclude our workout today. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again next time.